So before the users or customers will be able to start the e-invoicing feature in Assist, they will have to go through the registration flow. So which will be under connections and under the e-invoice. So once the customer clicks on this, they will be able to select the country that they want to set up for. So for now, as you all are aware, we only support Singapore and Malaysia, and there will be different countries that we are exploring. But for now, we are supporting only these two countries. So once they select the countries, there will be a registration form then them to key in. All these details will be demonstrated later with the live demo. And then once they key in all the required details, then they will have to submit a form for verification. Once submitted, then we, from our backend side, we'll be able to set up for the accounts to be ready. So there's actually two different verification steps that user have to do once we set up the connection with the information. For Singapore side, there will be an email verification that is sent by Invoice now, and they will have to also do the verification with CodePass. And for Malaysia, they will have to follow these guidelines that I will share later with the Confluence user guide. Then you guys will be able to see the details for this. So once there are actually different required registration details that required for different countries. Singapore will be like company name, address, zip code, UEN, and name and email of the contact person for CodePass validation. So actually name and email of the contact person is quite important because the invoice now will send for the verification email for them to do validation with the CodePass. And so CorePass is, for your information, is kind of verification that requires from Singapore government. And for Malaysia, they requires company name, address, zip code, state, contact phone, and TIN and SST. So for the simple flow, maybe I will share with this first. So we have two functionalities, which are invoices and bills to pay. So for invoices will be the invoice that the user will send to their send to their supplier or customers to receive the bills. So for this, how to send the e-invoice will be first is our normal Assist workflow, which is user will have to upload or email their invoices to Assist. And there will be button on the top right hand corner to send as an e-invoice button. And then once it's sent, they will be able to manage and review the history of the e-invoice. If I go into the details, number one is our normal Assist process. So the user will have to upload directly from our Assist portal, or they will be able to send with the Assist email. And once it's sent, then they will have to go into this folder, invoice folder, and then verify their details, and they will be able to see this button called Send as e-invoice. So for the second important thing is that the document should be classified as AR, because this is the invoice that will send to their customer and to receive the bills. So it is very important that the document is classified as AR, but as is, we have a functionality to auto-classify as an AR if the supplier information and the company information matches. So which means if I'm the Chef Vision, and then if I am the supplier in the invoice as Chef Vision with my registered Chef Vision address, then the Assist will be able to classify this document as AR. So the user must make sure that the company information should be indicated exactly as their company information. So just to quick check that the document is correctly classified as AR, and then they can click on this and as e-invoice, and there will be a pop-up window that I will demonstrate later. they will have to key in all the required information to be able to send as an invoice. Then once it's submitted, they will be also able to review the e-invoice submission history from the document details